All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 15 of Gachiakuta. And family, obviously, if you've been following along, you know that it's been a little minute since I uploaded. We took a little break. This was like the perfect part to dive back into Gachiakuta. So we have basically the leader of the Raiders kidnapping Rudo, right? They popped up at one of their like little spots that they be hanging out at. Took us by surprise. Snatched Rudo, right? They hit us with like a reverse My Hero Academia in-game portal transport, right? So the leader of the Raiders snatched Rudo. He teased him with Amo's boots, and we know Rudo feel a type of way about Amo. Then when Rudo's swinging back at him, one of the Raiders, and we've seen him before, he turns manhole lids, like sewer covers, into portals. So the leader, as Rudo punching at him, the leader dive back in, they get transported. Engine, quick thinking, and the rest of them, except a few of them, but most of us reacted in time and was able to grab onto Rudo, and they took us through the portal too. So we pretty deep. Now, come to find out, the Raiders, like, they had this all planned. Even the rest of the cleaners tagging along, so they deep too. We really setting up. I mean, it's I don't want to say a tournament, but it's like it's a bunch of one-on-ones happening right now for the most part. So we really about to get a deep dive into like people's abilities and the setups and everything. Right? So we pull up, I'm thinking it's gonna be like tournament style, then they separate everybody. So Rudo there with the leader. And the drama there, family, is basically the leader's trying to recruit Rudo. He's like questioning, he's like, why did you join the cleaners? Like, aren't you trying to get to the sphere? Is getting to the sphere actually something that the cleaners are trying to do? So he's trying to recruit him into them both getting back to the sphere. And I think he said like they want to like destroy the sphere for real, right? Now I like this. I know Jabber's a really popular villain and raider in this series, but he's a little too like he's a little too demonstrative for me. I like the chill, straightforward, I forgot his name, but the leader of the Raiders, he's like Rudo was reacting. He's like, bro, this dude is kind of scary and intimidating, right? So I'm excited to see what he do. Now, like I said, the rest of the cleaners got separated. Engine facing some Raider that we don't know nothing about, and it was funny to see him kind of teasing him. This Raider seems kind of shy because he's like hiding behind a wall, just barely like peeking at Engine, and Engine's like really in an annoying way, but very, very on brand for him. Is trying to get him to talk. That was kind of funny, but we got to see what's going on there. I am also interested about this Raider. There's only one Raider, I think, who has to deal with two cleaners. So that seems interesting. Like, it seems too obvious that the two cleaners would overwhelm the Raider. So maybe that Raider is particularly strong. Okay. Now, the ones that we did see about in this episode for real was Rio versus this girl with hair, and Zonka and Jabber. Now, what I loved, like I said, I mean, Jabber's cool. Obviously, I like that he has locks. I like his design. His personality is just really, he's got a big personality, but he's strong. So he's cool. Like I said, I just prefer the leader off top, to him. But what I loved about seeing Jabber in this episode was him and Zonka was on site. They had smoke. And as soon as I seen that we was about to do like this team fight, and especially when they separated, I knew Jabber was headed straight for Zonka. I knew that was coming. So I love that they didn't even They didn't mince no words. He didn't even let Jabber set his feet down coming out the portal. It was immediately. I love that. And then that was interesting because obviously Jabber like went Super Saiyan or something. He went Super Edward Scissorhands like on us in this episode. Like, obviously we knew that Zonka didn't defeat Jabber, right? But Jabber was quiet enough that it had a second guessing, like, hey, this dude really out? But come to find out, all we did was put him in a corner enough that he unlocked his true self. His claws clearly upgraded. They're massive now. But I don't know exactly what that's gonna mean, like, for the fight. He's kind of pressing Zonka, like, hey, like, you got another level to you too, right? Because, and I'm wondering if Zonka does have that. I was actually pretty confident in Zonka versus Jabber round 2. Now I'm a little concerned. I don't know if anybody else seen that Jabber was gonna have an upgrade. I had no clue. Now Rio, I mean, Zonka's a little bit in trouble unless he can pull off some type of upgrade. Rio too is in some trouble. I wonder if the other pairings are like gonna fare better or if they're gonna struggle in the same way that Zonka and Rio are. So Rio's thinking off top that she got the advantage. And this girl really flipped it on Rio in a way that was dirty at the end of the episode. This girl got long hair, she combing it. Family, I thought the comb, we knew it was her vital instrument when she started, like, when she pulled it out. It looked metal to me. So when she revealed that it's actually plastic and she got extra dry long hair, you know, that was like, oh wow, it's a plastic comb. So like, she's static for real. That's like, imagine somebody in real life, like what their hair would look like if they was manipulating their hair to produce the most static electricity. That would look crazy. So it was, I mean, anyhow, so what happened was Rio's thinking, oh, this girl got long, pretty hair. It's so silky. I got scissors. Sorry, that's gonna be a bad matchup for you, but that's just how it is. And she flipped that on Rio the exact same, like verbatim, family, which was ultimate disrespect. She said, oh, metal scissors, static electricity. I guess that's just a bad matchup for you. But that's how it goes. And so Rio looked a little concerned. We did get mention of earlier in the episode that our communication is not gonna work. So, I mean, Rio said that she shouldn't be expecting reinforcements. Is somebody gonna defeat their raider quick enough to go and find somebody else to help? I don't know. Like, I would look to Engine to do that maybe, or this duo that has to fight a raider on his own. Maybe they do that. Maybe they don't though. And so I don't know, family. I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out because, like, I mean, off top, family, if I had to guess, I would bet that Zonka's gonna figure it out. I would bet that Engine is gonna figure it out. If somebody on the cleaner side is gonna lose, you know, I guess it would be shocking just off the visuals that a raider could take out 2 cleaners on his own. But Rio is just about Engine level, so that would be a big loss and a shocking outcome for me as well to see Rio lose her one-on-one. So I don't know. It's tough to say, family. I'm really curious as to see how Rudo is gonna handle the leader, because that's like an impossible task, right? Are we gonna expect Rudo, who's new to this game, to take out the leader when he's already so intimidated? I don't know. So maybe the person that defeats the raider early and finds help, maybe Rudo is the one that actually gets help from the rest of the cleaners. I don't know, family. Let me know what y'all think. I know I'm behind. I know the series finished, but I haven't been spoiled, so I don't know what's happening coming up next. But I'm gonna finish this series and start some new ones as this season started. So peace and love, family. All praises due to the Most High. Appreciate you.